Alright, it's Thursday, 4th of November, about 11:39 in the morning. I'm en route to this sizable hickory tree again. We're going to do a girth measurement on it, a couple of measurements. It's a long haul up here, it's steep. Alright, headed for this old tree, making all kinds of racket. Had this one here go up a tree barking on me. He's not headshot. You see where that bullet's hit him. But now I've tried to zero this scope this morning. I got it pretty close, I think. Now I was coming up this old steep rise, boys, and I was out of breath on this old shoot stick, but I got him. I shot at another one in here, and I didn't kill him. He's on the ground, though. You see how thick that is in there? I believe I touched him, because, boys, he took off like a light when that gun went off. Okay, I'm at this old big old pignut hickory tree. We call them hickory nut trees in Tennessee. I'm going to do 2 girth measurements on this. Now, this is not textbook, I'm sure, because you'll see there's a little gap there behind that string. Okay, measuring it below the limb, this limb here, okay. I'm going to take this string off. Now, I'm not stretching this string. I'm not trying to make this tree more than what it is. I got nothing to gain. I got nothing to lose what I'm doing here, other than I want to know just what the girth is. Now I'm going to do another measurement next. After this time, I'm going to measure this and show it to you. I got a tape measure. I'm going to go inside that limb right there and measure it around there. So about this high right here, okay? So stand by. Okay, I've tied a knot on it right here, okay? See that? Maybe you can see the sun sort of bad. I've tied a knot in it right there. I'm fixing to unhook it. We're going to lay it out, stretch it out here on the ground. I'm going to measure with a tape measure. Okay, I've got that shooting stick. You'll see there's a knot there, okay? Sitting just outside. There's the entire string. It's got a knot down there in the other end. I'm fixing to measure this baby. Okay. See the knot right there? I got the tape measure on the knot right there. Right there's 10 foot. I'm going to hold this camera up now. I've still got to come all the way back to right here. Okay, I've still got quite a ways to go, so we're going to measure some more here. Okay, let's see what we get here. Okay, maybe this camera will focus. Over 14 feet and 6 inches, okay? I don't believe it's quite 14.7, but now, you know, I'm doing this by myself here. Might be 14.7. There might be a little slack in that line where I ain't got it taut. I'm doing this by myself, like I said. So a good solid 14.6, maybe 14.7 the way I did the first measurement. We're going to measure one more above that limb right there, that old lower limb. Okay, walk around this tree so you can see what I'm doing next here now. We'll do 2 measurements. Okay, well, I'm above the limb there, you can see that, and I'm going to guesstimate I'm about, I don't know, 3.5 foot off the ground there with my measurement, okay? So we're going to put a knot in it, stretch her out, and see what we got. Okay, this measurement here comes out to be, now this is above the limb. Alright, you gotta add 10 feet to what you're looking at there. 12 feet, 12 feet, 10 inches. Around. 12 feet and 10 inches. Okay, shy. 13 feet. Well, I tell you right now, you know, I made a statement yesterday. This tree right here, it probably dates closer to when George Washington was born, not when he was president. I have no way of knowing. They say they can live 300 years. Well, I'd say if there's a 300-year one around here, this is it. I don't know, you know, record keeping, this is sort of pignut hickory, you know. This was a American chestnut, of course, most of them's dead. If this was an American chestnut, you know, he'd know all about it probably. But pignut hickory, you know, it don't really do much for people, I don't guess, but still very unusual to see a tree this big, for me anyway, a hickory anyway. Now I've seen some white oak this big, but never a hickory. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now it's time to get to squirrel hunting. Alright, I just shot one down there. He was wine barking. I slipped up on him. He could be a young squirrel. Sort of acted like one. This old oak tree here is close. That's what these young squirrels seem to be wanting. They don't want them old hickory now, for whatever reason. I ain't seen another one down in there with him, but now I slipped through these old dry leaves on him and seen him perched up there and bombed him about 50 yards. He come out of that tree. I aimed at the head. Tried to. Got sort of jammed up on this, shoot between this leaning cedar and that one right there you see in the center of the camera. I believe that squirrel farther than 50 yards, boy. Shot him out of that walnut tree right there. I gotta go just about to bomb this holler to get that squirrel. I don't even know if I got him in the camera. Maybe I do. He's laying down there. Yeah, you see him there, his tail. See a little blood on that nose. Now there it is, his headshot. That's a female. Dog, real old squirrel, but it ain't no young squirrel. I believe she's a wine barking. These deer come around this hill over here. There was a buck chasing a doe. He come through the wood after her 100 miles an hour. That's wild, ain't it? November the 4th and the woods still looks like this, boy. I want you to look. They're still big, boys, the leaves. They're thinning down a little, but still, I've never seen this in my whole life. Be this thick. Boys, I heard an army of squirrels go right up in there, and I see some of them. You might see them in this camera occasionally. It's rough in here, though. I can't see good. And there ain't no telling how many ground squirrels is in this place, boys. I heard an army of gray squirrels go through the woods, and I believe I found them right up there. And below that old big tree right yonder. I can't see too good. That big tree's about 60 yards, maybe a little more from me. When these leaves gets off, boys, you can burn off HM2 barrel out right here on squirrels. There's a lot of squirrels right here. I've shot one on this old big log over here, but now he jumped straight up in the air, and I could just see the first part of his head, snout and back. Not even see his eye, and he went straight up in the air, and I didn't see him ever run off. He went straight down behind the side of that log. There's ground squirrels in here galore too, but boy, it's a young gray squirrel. I've seen no telling how many young squirrels jumping around everywhere. That's a no-go on that squirrel right there, but now there's a hole on the right side. That's where I see him go off that tree, which jumped straight off up in the air and went down there. There's a few holes over there, sizable holes. He may have went in one of them. I didn't see no blood. Probably should have been shot at him. But he got off that log, but there's so many vines and stuff in these woods, you don't get no clean shots hardly. Alright, shot one over that old white looking tree there in behind that low center of the camera there. But there's more squirrels here than that one, boys. They running all over these woods. Now, I've been in here before and I ain't never seen this many squirrels, even in this area. Now, I kill squirrels out of this area. They've moved in here, maybe they're just stirring better, I don't know. There's a young squirrel. Good right there, boys. A young squirrel. Alright, squirrel roundup is 3 gray squirrels. 1 male, 2 females. Check out that young fella in the middle there. Boy, I've seen a lot of them up there. I'm going to be in here January, February. I'm going to wear this out right in here. They got plenty of food and there's a lot of them. 2 headshots and 1 shot across the back. First one I killed.